The cafe was supposed to be just another stop between meetings, another carefully scheduled pause in a day measured by numbers, decisions, and silent power. Glass walls caught the winter light and turned it pale, almost colorless, while the hum of conversation blended with the hiss of the espresso machine. Cups clinked. Chairs scraped softly against the floor. Somewhere, a phone rang and was quickly silenced. It was ordinary in the way expensive places always tried to be, effortlessly calm, predictably polished, safely forgettable. Elena Ward stepped inside without looking up. Her heels clicked with practiced confidence, each step precise, controlled. She wore a tailored charcoal coat that cost more than most people's monthly rent, her hair pulled back in a neat, low knot that revealed nothing of her emotions. Her assistant walked half a step behind her, whispering reminders about the board call in 40 minutes, the investor dinner that evening, the document that still needed her signature. Elena nodded automatically, her mind already drifting to the next obligation. This cafe was a habit. Neutral territory. A place where no one bothered her too much because they were used to seeing people like her, executives, investors, polished professionals who spoke quietly but carried weight. The piano in the corner was decorative more than anything else. Most days it sat untouched, its black surface reflecting lights and passing figures like a silent witness. Elena had never really noticed it. She took 2 steps forward, reaching for her phone to check the time again, when a single piano note broke through the noise. It wasn't loud. It didn't demand attention. But it sliced cleanly through the air, sharp and clear, like a memory refusing to stay buried. Her foot stopped mid-step. Her assistant's voice faded into a distant murmur, as if someone had turned down the volume on the world. The cafe sounds blurred, softened, pulled backward by something deeper, heavier. Elena's breath caught in her chest without warning, and for the first time in years, she felt her body react before her mind could control it. Another note followed. Then another. Slow. Careful. Slightly uneven. The melody unfolded gently, like someone opening an old letter they weren't sure they were allowed to read anymore. Her fingers loosened around her phone. It slipped. The sound of it hitting the floor was soft, almost embarrassed, but it echoed loudly in her ears. Her assistant stopped talking. Someone nearby glanced over. Elena didn't notice. Her eyes had unfocused, staring at nothing and everything at once. Because she knew that melody. She didn't just recognize it. She remembered it. Her heart began to pound, hard enough that she felt it in her throat. Her chest tightened, not with fear exactly, but with the sudden weight of something long forgotten rising too fast, too forcefully. Her mind raced to deny it, to dismiss it as coincidence, as imagination, as nostalgia playing tricks on her. But her body didn't listen. The melody continued, hesitant but honest, each note placed with care rather than skill, as if the person playing was afraid to rush it, afraid to lose it if they moved too quickly. There was a pause, just half a second longer than expected, and then the tune resumed. That pause. Elena's vision blurred. That pause had been intentional. It always had been. She remembered the night it was created, remembered how he had stopped there, frowning, then smiled slightly as if he'd discovered something important. He had said the silence mattered as much as the sound. She had laughed back then, young and careless, sitting on the edge of a piano bench in a dimly lit apartment that smelled of dust and coffee and dreams. She had teased him for overthinking it. He had shaken his head and told her one day she'd understand. She understood now. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. The air felt thinner, harder to breathe. The cafe around her sharpened suddenly. The smell of roasted beans, the warmth from the heater, the faint sweetness of baked pastries, everything too vivid, too real. This wasn't possible. The song hadn't been recorded. It had never been published. It had lived only in late nights and unfinished notebooks, in promises whispered when the future still felt close enough to touch. It was a song written for her and her alone, never meant for an audience, never meant to survive beyond that season of their lives. She had believed it was gone. Buried beneath years of ambition, of sacrifice, of becoming someone untouchable and unbreakable. The piano played on. A couple at a nearby table stopped talking. Someone turned in their chair. The noise level in the cafe shifted subtly, curiosity spreading like a ripple across water. But Elena remained frozen, her body locked between past and present. Her assistant leaned closer, concern creeping into her voice. "Ms. Ward? Are you?" Elena lifted one hand slightly, not looking at her, the gesture instinctive. The assistant fell silent. Another phrase of the melody flowed out, softer now, almost apologetic. It wasn't perfect. A note was brushed slightly too hard. Another came a fraction late. But that only made it worse, more real, more unmistakable. This wasn't someone showing off. This was someone remembering. Her throat tightened painfully. She swallowed, trying to steady herself, trying to impose logic on emotion. Hundreds of pianists could exist in this city. Thousands probably. Melodies traveled. People borrowed tunes. Similar patterns emerged all the time. But not this. Not the way the left hand lagged just slightly behind the right. Not the way the melody leaned into the lower notes at the end, as if unwilling to let go. Not the way it felt like someone speaking directly to her without knowing she was listening. Her pulse roared in her ears. The room felt too small, the ceiling too low. For a terrifying moment, she was no longer a CEO, no longer the woman whose name moved markets. She was 21 again, standing barefoot on cold tile, watching a man with messy hair and hopeful eyes search for the right chord while the city slept outside the window. She pressed her lips together, fighting the sudden sting behind her eyes. She hadn't cried in years. She had trained herself not to. The melody reached the part she remembered most, the gentle rise, the almost question, the unresolved ache that never quite settled. Her breath hitched. Her hand lifted to her chest before she realized she was doing it, fingers curling lightly against the fabric of her coat as if to anchor herself. Someone laughed near the counter, unaware of the quiet earthquake happening just a few feet away. A barista called out an order. Life continued, indifferent. Elena felt dizzy. Her mind whispered impossible questions she didn't dare speak. Who was playing? Why here? Why now? Had fate always been this cruel? Or was it finally being kind? The piano's sound filled the cafe, no longer background music but a presence, commanding without trying. Conversations hushed further. Even people who didn't know the song felt its pull, the way it carried something unspoken between its notes. Elena slowly turned her head toward the corner. She hadn't meant to. Her body moved on instinct, drawn toward the source like a compass needle snapping into place. Her eyes searched past the tables, past the hanging lights, toward the piano she had ignored so many times before. She could see the back of the bench now. A man sat there, shoulders slightly hunched, posture careful rather than confident. His jacket looked worn at the elbows. His movements were restrained, as if he were afraid of taking up too much space. She couldn't see his face yet. Her heart thudded painfully, each beat heavy with possibility and dread. Part of her wanted to turn away, to leave immediately, to preserve the fragile illusion that this was coincidence. Another part, the part she had buried beneath years of discipline, wanted to run toward that piano and demand answers. The melody softened again, trailing toward its end, the final notes hovering in the air like a held breath. Elena stood perfectly still. Time stretched, thin and trembling. The last note faded, dissolving into silence that felt louder than the music had been. For a split second, the cafe seemed to wait, suspended between before and after. And in that silence, Elena Ward knew with absolute certainty that her life had just shifted, whether she was ready for it or not.